Most people think saving money requires discipline, sacrifice, and constant effort. But what if the real secret is actually the opposite? What if the people who quietly build wealth aren't the most disciplined, but the ones who make their lives so predictable that spending money becomes unnecessary? Because here's something nobody tells you. The more exciting your lifestyle feels on a daily basis, the more expensive it usually becomes. And the more boring your life looks from the outside, the more financially stable it tends to be behind the scenes. This is why some people earn a decent income but still feel broke all the time, while others, making roughly the same amount, slowly build savings without feeling like they're trying that hard. The difference is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is not even income most of the time. It is habits, very boring habits. The kind of habits that nobody wants to talk about because they are not impressive, not aesthetic, and definitely not exciting. But they work. And over time, they quietly change everything. The first habit is something that feels almost too simple to matter. They repeat the same meals over and over again. Most people treat food like entertainment. They constantly look for something new, something different, something more exciting. And because of that, they spend more money, waste more food, and make more impulsive decisions than they realize. But people who are good with money approach food differently. They reduce the number of decisions they need to make. They have a small set of meals that they rotate every week. Meals that are easy to cook, relatively healthy, and predictable in cost. At first, this sounds restrictive. It sounds like you are giving something up. But what actually happens is the opposite. You stop thinking about food all the time. You stop ordering last minute because you don't know what to eat. You stop throwing away groceries you forgot about. And without realizing it, you start saving a surprising amount of money simply because your system removed the need for constant decisions. The second habit is closely connected to this. They use what they already have before buying more. This applies to food, but it also applies to almost everything else. Clothes, skincare, subscriptions, random items sitting in drawers that were bought with good intentions and then forgotten. There is a hidden cost in constantly chasing new things. Not just financially, but mentally. Every new purchase adds complexity to your life. People who save money well tend to delay that cycle. They finish what they started. They use things until they actually need replacing, not until they get bored. And boredom is the real trigger here. Because most spending is not driven by need. It is driven by the feeling that something is missing. So instead of solving boredom with spending, they simply sit with it. Which sounds uncomfortable at first. But it builds a kind of resistance that protects your money long term. The third habit is one that feels almost inconvenient on purpose. They make spending harder. In a world where everything is designed to be one click away. This might be the most underrated strategy of all. If you can buy something in 3 seconds, you probably will. Not because you need it, but because there is no friction. So instead of relying on willpower, they change the environment. They remove saved cards from apps. They log out of shopping accounts. They delete platforms that constantly show them things to buy. And sometimes, they go even further. They decide that if they want something, they have to go get it in person. That small layer of inconvenience is often enough to stop the purchase entirely. Because when you add effort, you create space to think. And that space is where better decisions happen. The fourth habit is something that sounds almost too boring to take seriously. They stick to a predictable routine. Not because they lack ambition or excitement, but because routine reduces exposure to unnecessary spending. When your schedule is consistent, your decisions become limited. You are not constantly looking for something to do, somewhere to go, or something to buy. But when your life has no structure, you default to the easiest form of stimulation available. And most of the time, that leads to scrolling, comparing, and eventually spending. A boring routine is not about restricting your life. It is about protecting your attention. Because once your attention is constantly being pulled in different directions, your money usually follows. The fifth habit is subtle, but incredibly powerful. They separate useful spending from emotional spending. Not all spending is bad. Some of it genuinely improves your life. But the problem is that most people mix the two together. They justify emotional purchases by convincing themselves they're useful. People who are more intentional with money learn to pause. They ask themselves a simple question. Is this improving my life? Or is this just improving how I feel right now? And that one question is often enough to stop a lot of unnecessary spending. Because the truth is, emotional spending fades quickly. But the financial impact of it stays much longer. The sixth habit is something that completely changes how money flows in your life. They pay themselves first. Not at the end of the month. Not when there is something left over. But at the beginning, automatically. Because if you rely on leftover money to save, there usually will not be any. Instead, they treat saving like a fixed expense. Just like rent, just like bills. And once that money is moved out of reach, they adjust their lifestyle to whatever remains. This is not about being perfect. It is about removing the need to make the same decision over and over again. Because the fewer decisions you have to make, the more consistent your behavior becomes. The seventh habit is one that most people underestimate. They allow their lifestyle to grow slower than their income. When people start earning more, their first instinct is to upgrade their life. A better apartment, nicer clothes, more expensive habits. And slowly, without noticing, their expenses rise to match their income. But people who build real savings delay that upgrade. They keep their lifestyle slightly behind. So every increase in income creates a gap. And that gap becomes savings, investments, and future freedom. It does not feel exciting in the moment. In fact, it often feels like you are holding yourself back. But over time, it creates a level of stability that most people never reach. And the final habit ties everything together. They do not try to look wealthy. They are not interested in signaling success through what they own. They are more focused on what their money is doing quietly in the background. Because when your goal is to look rich, you spend. But when your goal is to be secure, you build. And those two paths lead to completely different outcomes. Most people will never notice these habits. They are too small, too repetitive, too ordinary to stand out. But that is exactly why they work. Because while everyone else is looking for something big, something fast, something impressive, the people who quietly win with money are just doing the same simple things over and over again. Not because it is exciting, but because it is effective. And eventually, those small, boring decisions start to compound. Until one day, the difference is no longer small at all.